Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It has been a couple of weeks. Finally have my iPad back, so I am getting back into watching videos. Figured it wasn't really fair for me to push videos out there if I wasn't sharing in the viewing of them. So I missed Cobb Tuesday this week. However, we have got a Parsimonious pipe. It is none other than a medium to large pipe by Lee, 3-star, Dublin. In it, I have got some Gawath Hogarth Brown Irish Aromatic. Lovely stuff, just lovely. Thank you, Derek. Well, rather than bore you with anything else, let's dive right in. Take a look at this pipe. Right off the bat, you notice a couple of things. The pipe was just a little dirty, not too bad. It did have a little bit of grime that cleaned up. You'll also notice right in the middle, the stamping on this looks like this one may have been double stamped. It's hard to tell, but that stamping is blurry, still identifiable as Lee, but blurry. The third thing you'll notice then is the stem itself is certainly cleaner and less oxidized than it was. It is also, and another picture will show this a little bit better, it was not clocked correctly, and it is now. Now, as you can see, this one came with the rim in fairly rough condition. There's a little bit of that. Black is lava, but quite a bit of it, as you can see by the shaping damage, is char. And until I got it cleaned up and could see what was under there, didn't know which way that was going to go. Turned out to be quite a bit of char. The bottom picture, you can see I beveled it a little bit, smoothed that out, used the golf ball trick a little, and that did give me a nice smooth edge around the inside of the rim. But as you can see, I would have had to go very deep to make the damage on the front of the rim match with the rest. That it would have just completely changed the shape of the bowl. Somebody loved it a lot, but burned the snot out of it. We're gonna leave those battle scars right where they are. One of you had asked how that golf ball trick to do the inside of the rim worked. Here's a short pointer from Professor Parsimonious. Welcome to my ultra high-tech cleaning and restoration lab, aka our upstairs guest bathroom. One of you guys, I think it may have been Cosmo, had asked to show what do I do with that golf ball when I've cleaned up a rim like this one and there's still some misshapenness around that rim. Well, let me show you. The golf ball will fit right in there, and the roundness of that ball should theoretically give me just a nice bevel around that edge, and hopefully without reshaping that too much, it will give me a nice looking contour. How so? All right, well, take a piece of sandpaper, put that golf ball right under it, and I fit this on there, get it situated where I want it, pull that back up, and then I am just going to give it maybe 8-10 twists. Now, that was with a 120 grit sandpaper. And let's take a look and see. Already you can see this curve here is lessened just a bit. Now, I won't bore you. I go through that sandpaper and then I'll use finer and finer grits depending on
how much of a bevel or how smooth I want that bevel to be. You can see it begin to put a small bevel around these edges. Eventually, that will all even out. Give me just a second and I'll show you the end product. Now I finished putting the bevel on the top of that. You can still see it's not perfectly round, but it's rounder than it was, and it's got just a very soft bevel on that. Didn't change the shape of the rim too much, but it did help it get rounder. Now, not perfect. If I were really restoring this for someone else, yeah, I would probably take the bevel a little deeper and get a true completely round. But keep in mind, I do like to have little scars to remind myself that somebody loved this pipe before I did. Let's see it when it's all reassembled.
Hoping that was helpful for somebody out there. The next thing that needed to be done on this, as I mentioned in the first picture, the stem was underclocked and needed to be adjusted. On this just takes a little bit of heat on that screw until the glue starts to crackle a little, and then you can turn that gently with a pair of pliers until you've got it right where you want it, and then let the glue settle right back in. Came out all right. Finally, the internals were a little gummy, needed to be cleaned up a bit. This gives you a better shot of just how grimy the stem was and how oxidized. It's nice and black now. The rest of the internals, they needed quite a few alcohol-soaked pipe cleaners to get all of that gunk out, but it is smoking like a champ now. All in all, I think that cleaned up rather nicely. It's not perfect by any means, but hey, I picked this one up at the Columbus Pipe Show for $5. Hard to beat that. A $5 pipe in a condition that will let me smoke it for years to come and somebody after me. So get out there, get yourself estate pipes, clean them up, see what you've got. If it winds up not being perfect enough, if that rim just doesn't do it for you, pass it on to somebody else. Somebody's going to enjoy smoking it. Could be somebody like me. But maybe if you get into it, it'll be somebody like you. Whatever the case may be, a light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon.